As I promised, I was going to show you guys something that I've been doing for most of my life called Supremal tension. It comes from some karate I learned when I was younger. It's about kind of moving your muscles and tensing them at the same time. It's what's kept me fit most of my life. I've gone into it, gone back and left it alone for a while, and then gone into it and left it alone for a while. And all the way up, right up until my 30s, that's all I was doing. I look back on some pictures of myself recently when I was younger, and I remember I wasn't even going to the gym, and my body was all toned and lean, and all I was doing was this supremal tension. And I would do it every day for about 5-10 minutes. You can do it for longer, and I'm just going to show you some of the moves that I use. So I'll go through that. And this is also a part of what I call my active meditation. So while you're doing it, you're concentrating and focusing and being mindful of your body and being mindful of what you're doing. So you can use it as an active meditation technique, and it's a good way of relieving stress and tension out of your body. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to get myself back to a good position. So it's very easy to do. All you're doing is using certain muscle groups against each other. So you've got a triceps and a biceps, and you've got shoulders, and you've got neck muscles, and chest muscles, back muscles. And it's very hard to work all of these muscles together in one very simple thing. You can do gymming, and there's lots of stuff I've used, but this is one of the few things within a few minutes I can activate really all of my muscle groups, even down into my legs, because you can do a few squats, and you can also do a few side squats just to get those hips moving as well while you're in it. But you're not just squatting, you're tensing the muscles really, really tight. So let's do the easiest one, some of the upper body. So I'll come a bit closer for that. I'll go down on my knee, and you can be sat in a chair, you can be, if you're bed bound and you're ill, you can be laying in bed and doing this. So you put your hands together like in a prayer position. Breathe. Now you're going to push the hands together as hard as you can, yeah? Without pulling any muscles. You know, if you pull muscles, I'm not responsible. You're going to most probably make yourself a bit sore if you've not done anything in a long time. So push your hands together, and while pushing them together, you take them out in front of you, so you'll feel it squeeze your chest muscles and back in. Now at the same time, you'll feel it work in your biceps. Yeah? So you're going to do about 10 of these. I think we're up to about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax now, shake those arms out. You'll feel that all of these muscles are activated. Arms, forearms. Similar technique. I'm going to come onto the other leg to give that knee a bit of a rest. Now grabbing the hands together and pulling them outwards, yeah? Now you're pulling them outwards. I'm going to do exactly the same movement, and we're going to do 10 of those. So pulling them out as hard, as comfortably as you can. Don't, you know, but pulling them out hard enough so you can feel you're working these muscles, yeah? So you start in. That's 2. Keep pulling those hands apart. That's 3. That's 4. 5. I'm still tensing other muscles at my biceps and my chest. 6. Tensing all the time and pulling apart. 7. Oh, it's getting really burning now. 8. Really feel that through my shoulders. 9. Oh. 10. Oh my God. Now if you're finding that a bit difficult, go to 10. Just stick to 5, take a couple of breaths, do another 2 or 3 after that, and we'll go from there, yeah? The next one is I call stirring the cauldron. Using the same muscle groups, hands together into your stomach, and basically you're going to push in your hands, yeah? And you're going to pretend you're stirring like a big, what you could say, a witch's cauldron or a wizard's cauldron or whatever. So imagine you're like in Harry Potter or something. Got hold of this big wand, you push in your hands together hard again, go out, you come back in, out, go back in, out, go back in, 4, 5, if you're hurting you can rest here, if you're okay keep going, 6, 7, 8, 9, and using all your chest muscles, biceps, 10. There we go. And now relax for a second. Other leg. I'm on my knee doing this because I'm stretching my hips at the same time, so it's a bit like a yoga pose. Hands together. So we've gone here, we're going to go back the other direction, yeah? Whatever you just did in one direction, go the opposite. If it was anti-clockwise, that's what I was doing, which will look like clockwise to you. Now go clockwise, yeah? Which is anti-clockwise to me. So round, that's 1, 2. You'll feel you're working slightly different muscle groups when you do it this way. 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in while you do it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Give it a couple of seconds rest there now. We'll pause the video a second if you want to. Next one, yeah, is grabbing the hands together, pulling out. Get those, don't just pull out like that, pull out and get those neck muscles right up in your traps. Get them activated as well, because that's where you get a lot of neck problems. And now we're going to do a slightly different movement. It's going to stir the cauldron, but we're going to go both ways. You ready? So, I'm going to push in, yeah, and we can pull out, yeah. So we've done the pushing in, we're going to do pulling out. You ready? Sorry. Pushing in, pushing in, there we go. Pushing in, pushing in, keep those hands locked, pushing in, and now we're going to do the opposite. Pulling out, pulling out, pulling out, pulling out, pulling out, pulling out. Go back to pushing in, pushing in, pushing in, pushing in, pushing in, pushing in. Lock the fingers, pulling out, pulling out, pulling hands apart, pulling out, pulling out, pulling out. Whoa. Hands above the head, have a little stretch. Point your fingers as high up to the ceiling as you can. Really stretch. Oh man, that feels good. Move those traps around now. So you're going to lean your hands on your knees if you're sat in a seat, if you're sitting on the floor. So let's get a bit closer and show you. Lean your hands on your knees, and what you're doing is pushing your hands against your legs. I'll go back a bit to show you. I can do this standing up. I'm putting my hands on my knees, yeah, doing circular motions. And what you're trying to do, get all of those muscles under your scapula working, and I'm pushing my body down against my hands. I'm having to work those pushing muscles, yeah? And that'll all those neck muscles and shoulder muscles. I can feel it all clicking. Now chin out to the floor in front of you. Try and keep your back. I'm not doing too much of this, can you see? I'm trying to keep my back relatively straight, even though I'm in this position. You'll feel like your legs are activating, your calves are activating in this position as well. Nice big round circles, and I'm tensing as many of the muscles as I can. Half circles, back and forth. So forward, then back, forward. Oh, wow. Now, I'm going to do think like a karate punch if you've never done that. Legs slightly apart, knees slightly bent. And you're going to tense all of the muscles in your legs, activate all the muscles in your bum. Push your heels out a little bit on the floor, so you're pushing your heels out, and pull your toes into the floor. So let's activate all those muscles in the leg first. And start to activate your abdomen. Make sure your lower back is pulled in, everything's nice and tight. Check again with visually, it's hard to get all these muscles activated. Try and keep all of those muscles activated. Right, now you can release a second, activate them all again. Now punch out, really slow, tense it, every muscle, pulling all the back muscle against the front muscle. That's one. Relax all the muscles in the body. Breathe. Activate your bum, legs, toes digged in, heels pushed out. Nice slow punch out. Let's do 2 punches. Keep everything tensed. And relax. And breathe. Tense toes right up, calves, knees, bum, stomach, hips, foundation really good and straight. I'll show you from the side. See, I'm bending those knees a little bit. I'm not doing that. Bending the knees a little bit, and then we're going to go 3 of these. Tensing as many muscles as you can. Keep checking your tensing all this muscle. 3. I'm going to do an extra one. You can join me if you want. Oh man, I can feel that. Move around a little bit, shake your legs. Give your legs a little shake. Let's get those muscles moving. Really nice active meditation. This is getting your body all stimulated, being really focused on your inner body. If you can do a little forward bend, do a little forward bend. Come as comfortable as it is. If you can do it with your legs straight, great. If you can't, just bend the back of your legs a little bit and just allow yourself to come down. You can hold on your knees here if it's your lower back's too tight, or you can really come down. Let the body relax. Slowly straighten the legs a little bit. Keep both feet planted. Don't lean back on your heels or onto the ball of your feet. Keep your weight kind of centrally in the middle of your feet as best as you can. Just come back up. Okay, so we've done cauldron, yeah? We've done hands in, hands out. We've done punches, yeah? Now we're going to do a bit like a Tai Chi, where we're going to move our hands round and back and round. What we're going to do instead of just like that, but tense in the muscles again, yeah? So really tense the muscles. Feel the push through the body. Really push the hips and come up, around, back to center. Tense the muscles. Go up, back, round to center. You can see me moving a little bit, shifting my weight on my back leg. Again. Let's do it then. Push, tense as many muscles as you can. Really tense. Like you squeeze at a really hard ball. I got both my thumbs together, you can see. And go back the other way. Tense. Come round. Oh, and that's a good one for your lower back, upper back, shoulders, neck. Let's go round. And relax. If you want to, you can keep tensed. Keep the muscles activate. And then prayer position, hands down. Prayer position, hands up. Still pushing together really hard. Fingers up to the ceiling, push your hands, put them back behind the head. Fingers